Hi guys, so today I'm going to be talking about makeup tips for older women, mature skin, mature women, whatever you want to call it. If you are, in your late 40s, 50s, and your makeup isn't looking the same as it used to anymore and you're really frustrated by that, or you're getting older and you feel like you now need to wear makeup and you never used to, I'm going to tell you my top tips and tricks so that your makeup's gonna look as beautiful as possible for your skin type. So number one, it's really important to realize that if you are older, your skin is in a different category. My skin's in a different category than a 5-year-old or a 12-year-old or even a 15-year-old. So with each, decade that you get older, you're gonna kind of have to start changing your skincare and your makeup routine around, and don't get too discouraged about it because everybody gets older. That's life. So first of all, what I would recommend is silicone primers are a no-no. Silicone primers are, sorry, I'm looking down at my phone, I wrote in my notes. Silicone primers are more for oily skin, and if you're older, you're gonna probably find that your skin's drying out. And regardless, if you really, really love them, that's fine. Do what you want. But as far as like the Smashbox primer goes, or the other ones that have that silicone texture, I really don't love them for older clients. Number two is something that you need to realize. Makeup is always going to enhance fine lines and wrinkles. So if you're going into Sephora and asking for a makeup that's going to cover your wrinkles, you are mistaken. Makeup is putting a layer of something on your face. So as it will make you look more youthful because it's gonna make you more beautiful looking, it is not going to cover your wrinkles. If anything, it's going to enhance them. So if you put concealer under your eyes, you're getting rid of that dark circle, but it's going to kind of cake in there throughout the day. My number 3 piece of advice, and I do have 6. So number 3 is that less is more. So less shimmer in your eyeshadows, less coverage in your foundation. The reason I say less coverage in your foundation, this is kind of an up to you thing, is the same reason as number 2. Makeup is going to enhance your fine lines. So if you're wearing like a super heavy foundation, it's just gonna make your wrinkles look more pronounced. You'll see it here, you'll see it under here in the forehead, just really anywhere that you have lines, the makeup's gonna crease in there. Also less shimmer in shadows. Shimmer is also going to enhance that too. So if you have shimmery eyeshadow all over your lids, it's gonna make them look more crepey compared to if you just have a little, nice matte color and then maybe a little bit of shimmer on the lid. It's gonna look much more nice and flattering. Number 4 is no matte foundations. This goes again with being more dry. A matte foundation is going to, guess what, enhance your wrinkles, make you look dry and just not good. Also, that being said, a really glowy, dewy, radiant foundation, that's gonna help your skin look more supple, more young, more fresh. If you're glowy and dewy, you'll look, just really pretty. So whether you get a really dewy foundation and you love that, or if, maybe your favorite foundation is matte, you mix a little bit of argan oil or any type of facial oil into that foundation, that'll really help add a nice dewiness to it. That's like my number 1 favorite tip for people with dry skin. So that will really work for you. Number 5, second to last, is always moisturize. When I used to work at Sephora, people would be like, no, I don't moisturize. And I would be like, I can't deal with that. If you're not moisturizing your skin, you should be moisturizing if you're 12, 15, 20, 25, 30, but especially if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever, 90s, 100s, you should totally be moisturizing. Everything goes back to that suppleness looking, youthful looking. So moisturizing your skin is going to make a huge difference in the way that your makeup lays on your skin. It's going to lay a lot nicer. It's going to be smoother, more even. It's going to last longer. And it's going to help your makeup not fall into your lines as much because you're going to be hydrated and your makeup's going to have something to stick to. It's not just going to stick to dry skin and in wrinkles. And going along with always using a moisturizer is during the day, always use an SPF. The sun causes over 90% of aging. So I'll let that sink in for a second. That's why you will never find me anymore in a tanning bed, laying out. And if I am laying by the pool, I've got SPF 50 on and I'm putting it on every 10 minutes because I'm so, you know, freaked out when I learned that fact. So definitely, if you're not wearing an SPF, you're asking to, you know, you're asking for premature aging. Yeah, I mean, if it's in your moisturizer and it's in your makeup, glorious. If it's in either one of them, like just make sure you're wearing at least an SPF 15 throughout the day. I put on SPF on my hands for when I'm driving and they're in the sun. I put it on, like I always wear my sunglasses. I'm crazy with it, but as long as you're just wearing an SPF 15 during the day, that's gonna help to hold off on the premature aging. And my last tip for you older ladies is powder foundation is a no-no. You definitely want to do a cream or a liquid. If you want to set with a powder and you feel you need to, totally, by all means. But again, if you're using a powder, whew, your skin is going to look like the desert, like sand cracking. Like it's just not going to be good. So a cream is going to give you that more supple look, a liquid as well. You don't want to get a matte liquid, but even so, even for people that are my age, I still say don't use a powder because it's going to stick to dry skin. Like unless you have the most perfect, flawless, beautiful skin ever and a little bit of extra oil, I just don't ever feel like powders alone do anything. Maybe if you have like 3 minutes to run out the door and you literally can only just brush powder on, then I get it. But other than that, liquids and creams all the way. So if you guys have any other questions, just leave them in the comments and let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope maybe at least one of these tips has helped you or your mom or your grandmom or whatever. So I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.